Hello guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're going to react to Goat Piece episode 418. Now guys, the last episode was insanity. I am so here for it. Garp finally visited Ace in Impel Down, bruh. And he's like, oh, what a sight to behold. Are you okay? And then Ace raised his head like kind of looking at him. Yo, I so want Garp to bust him out of there and just say screw you to the Marines and go with his grandchild, bro. Come on, how can you just stay idly by and say, oh yeah, him getting executed is his thing because he chose this life? Hell no, man. Come on, Garp, I need to see some life in Garp, bro. I understand he can't go alone against the world government, but yo, for your grandchild, you're already like 70 years old, bro. You lived your life. At this point, yo, just save your child, and what comes to you, man. Like, that would be me. That would be me. But regardless, some of you guys told me that Boa was 28, and I saw Mike on Patreon. He doesn't like that 28-year-old fell in love with a 17-year-old, aka Luffy, right? But I think it actually makes sense because she's not a normal human being. Like, she's not a normal woman. She's on an island with only women. Never actually looked at a man. Well, I guess she has, but right, she looked at them with resentment. Never actually let herself fall for somebody because she was, you know, she has her tragic past with the slavery and all that, right? So she's deemed all men a no-no. She hated them, and right, she was really vocal about her frustration against all men. But then this goofy little goofball, right, shows up out of nowhere and then passes all her tests. And not only that, proves that he's not lustful or anything because her ability didn't work on him. And on top of that, saves their secret and her sisters and all that, right? And he's charming and clueless and oblivious. And hey, there's a certain charm to that. So of course, yeah, the age gap is a bit crazy. But hey, let's be honest, right? If we switch the genders and Luffy was 28 and she was 17 and she was in love with him, like, that would be okay, like, right? But you know, the age gap is crazy, but in this sort of circumstances, like, Boa is not a normal lady, I would say. So her falling for a younger dude, I guess it makes sense because, like I said, she never actually allowed herself to feel. So now that Luffy just came here and struck her like a thunderbolt, right? She did not see it coming. So hey, it's not my favorite, you know, pairing. I still love Luffy and Nami, but right, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. That being said, if you enjoy my reactions, feel free to share, subscribe, like, leave a comment, join the Patreon, support your boy, Discord, all that. Let's go, man. I want to see a Garp and Ace talk. And Ace is in shackles. Yo, that's a flex. Kuma flexing on everybody. Is this Luffy having a nightmare again? Yo, this was reanimated. Yeah. I mean, oh my god, she's gonna romanticize it. That is true. Hey, that's not a bad thing to say. I mean, this is me again jumping to conclusions. I thought because of the music and the way, right, you know, I thought she was gonna go straight into sexual or her offering herself or something. But no, this was actually a good thing to say, right? Like, we need to focus on your brother now. Have faith in your nakama. You were fine, so they're probably gonna be fine too, right? But yeah, this is crazy. My man having nightmares because Kuma really did some damage on our boy. He never felt so helpless in his life. Yeah, in your dreams. Hammock. I love him. I love him. My man does not care. And also, I keep saying he does not care. He does not care. And some of you pointed out he didn't care when he punched that celestial dragon, and we saw the consequences of that. So yeah, I mean, just because he doesn't care doesn't mean he's immune to consequences. I didn't mean that, but hey, good point. The pawpaw fruit! They're gonna show us where Nami landed? Oh, I'm here for this. She's outside of the house. My man's like, oh, God gave me a good bitch. No, bro, she just fell down. That's not a present for you. Hey, my boy Roshi, Master Roshi. Imagine she fell to the Kami house. Yo, she would wake up naked as hell.
ここどこよ。
わしの家じゃ。まあちょっと落ち着け。
冗談じゃないわよ。
怖い。
Yo, so she actually slept through the whole trip. Because let's remind ourselves that it takes 3 days for them to arrive on their destinations. And Luffy was the only, I guess so far, he was the only one conscious a little through the journey, and then he fell asleep from exhaustion. She wasn't really that exhausted, but I guess she slept through the whole thing, so she is not even aware what happened. Right? She just thinks she's
無茶じゃよ、その体で動くのは。それに今外は。
来ないで。
Yeah, he's just trying to help. But I get it. I mean, it looks creepy. In a stranger's home, in his bed, and just creeping around. She doesn't even know where she is. That's a lot of oi.
おいおい、娘さんや。どこからか飛んできた娘さんや。
Who flew through the sky to get here? How do you know that? I mean, he just heard a thump and then he opened the door and she was already on the ground. How do you know she flew through the sky?
呼びすぎ。何？
You're in my house. What do you want?
気分は落ち着いたかね。もう荒れないかね。さあ、お立ち会い。固く結ばれたこの風の結び目。一つほどくとそよ風を呼び。
What?
二つほどけば強風を呼び。
How did he do
おかげ
that?
さまで。とにかく私帰る。
Nah, screw that, Nami. I would ask for the explanation. My boy, a magician in this bitch. How the hell did he make wind in his living room?
帰るってどこへ。無茶じゃよ、娘さん。
Yeah, that's a bad storm. Oh, she's back.
だから言ったじゃろ。
Nah, bro, you better have brought a gift after such a behavior and exiting, and now you're back. You better have a gift for this old man.
こんなに汚れてしまってシャワーでも浴びなさい。
So
服はその間に洗って乾かしておくから。
he's such a sweetheart.
なんても知らないから。何これ。
ハン
What?
ドルをひねればお湯が出るからの。
I thought those were some effects for us to not see her naked body, but she sees the little clouds too. Like I thought it was just like steam in the bathroom,
ハンドル？
but apparently not. She saw them too. What the? Yo, that's a cloud. That's a cloud with rain. Oh, yo, the concepts in this show are crazy.
どうなってんの？
Yeah,
湯加減はどうかの。
this old man is weird. He's too calm and what the hell is that technology, bro? My man made it.
本当に大丈夫なの？ちょっと。
Wait, what? Is he not getting wet? What is that circle around him? Yo, this old man. He's a mystery.
なんでこの中をあんなにスイスイ歩けるの？
Yeah. It seemed like he had a barrier around him that prevented any rain or wind getting to him. Yo, this old man is sus. What was that power? What is she trying to do? Stop the cyclone? Okay. It worked. Hey, yo. Not bad, Nami. Yo, she knows what she's doing. She's a weather expert. But that old man didn't really seem frightened or anything. Like, my man did not care. Basically, One Piece is the first show I've watched in sub completely from the long-running shows. Because I've never seen Naruto in sub, maybe someday, but I watched it fully in dub. I've never... Bleach, I guess, some episodes I saw in sub. The 1000-Year Blood War mostly, but... Right? So, basically, only One Piece is really teaching me Japanese. Yo, that's a lot of ois.
娘さんやい。
呼びすぎ。
Hey, yo, is this Skypiea? She's in the
ここは小
clouds!
さな空島ウェザリア。
Ain't no
天
way!
候を科学する国じゃよ。
空島
Oh, wait. Where scientific studies of the weather are conducted. Yo, I'm sorry. I just got the chills. What the hell? And just by all odds of the universe, she landed here. A weather expert and a navigator. Somebody who wants to map up the world. Nah, bruh. I'm telling you, Kuma sent her here on purpose, but that would take a lot of knowledge on his part to know exactly which Straw Hat member knows which and needs what, right? Because she can learn a lot here when you think about it. If this dude is a scientist about weather, she literally can learn so much. And Luffy landed in paradise. I guess Kuma probably thought that he needed to let some steam out, so he was like, here, a couple of thousand girls should do it. Right? And then he sent Nami here. Nah, if Zoro landed on a samurai island, that's a wrap. Kuma did it on purpose, right? I know it would take a lot of knowledge for Kuma to know exactly which one operates with what, right? Zoro's a swordsman, Sanji's a cook and all that, but hey, if anybody can do it, it's Kuma, because we know that Kuma knows a lot. He knew Nami by name when he arrived at Moria's, right? He knew her crew. He asked her about Ace. My man is knowledgeable. And you guys corrected me. He does not know Garp. I mean, I guess he probably knows Garp too, but he mentioned that he's good with the dragon. And that's a revolutionary army general right there, right? So, yo, Kuma whispered something to Rayleigh when he was battling Kizaru. So I don't know what's going on, but Kuma might actually be on our side. Maybe this was his way of letting us survive the Admiral. Hey!
ここを科学する国じゃよ。
空島
今回の低気圧も良い研究材料だったんじゃがのう。なぜかいきなり消えてしまってのう。誰がやったのかのう。
She did him a disservice, but she was trying to help. A winter island on the Grand Line. Oh, that's gonna be Chopper. If that's Chopper, I'm calling it. Kuma sent all of them where he thought they needed to go or something. Yo. What the? Oh, that's a robot? Yo, is Chopper still in? Oh no, that's Frankie. Oh, that's Frankie. Yo, I thought that was Chopper because of the snow. Chopper came from, was it Drum Island? I can't remember, but it was a lot of snow and ice, and he's a reindeer, so right, that would be perfect conditions for him. But I guess Frankie, this is the opposite of what Frankie needs, because he's in his underwear, and yeah, he's kind of acclimated to the warmer climate, but he can always put on some clothes, and maybe he doesn't even have cold and hot receptors because he's a cyborg. But that dog was highly scientific, so this might actually work for Frankie as well. Maybe he can teach, learn something here too, or maybe teach these people, right?
どうしよう
フランキー
大変だ
Frankie.
この雪の中パンツ一丁なんて
追いはぎにでもあったのか
No.
さあこの腰巻きを使いなさい
腰巻きふざけんな余計なお世話だレフトライトレフトライトレフトライト
Yo, they're wasting way too much screen time on this.
かーまだ寒いここどこだ
知らないんですか
知るかこんなとこ
ここはカラクリ島未来国バルジモア天才の生まれた国です
天才
Genius.
天才です
Operation in progress.
コーラがエネルギー源とどうしましょう
That is ridiculous.
ここにはコーラがない
Did he slim down? What the? He still has hairy legs.
おじさんなんか感じ変わってない
Yeah.
あいにく今コーラがないそうで紅茶を詰めてくれたそうだダージリンだ
Okay, so because it's tea, he's distinguished now? Because he's British all of a sudden? Luffy's like, oh, it's tea. I'm being fueled by tea, therefore I'm not a degenerate anymore. I have proper manners and etiquette. Yo!
紅茶
This is ridiculous.
いや違うってそうじゃなくっておじさん前の方が面白くてよかったよスーパー
Don't repeat that ever again. He does not care. Okay.
坊や
Boya.
恥ずかしくないのか
あんただけには言われたくね
Vegapunk. Hey. Yo, as soon as that old man said this is the island where the genius was born or something, the first thought that popped to mind was Vegapunk, right? Because they did establish that he's the genius of this universe and that he's 500 years ahead of his time. So it did occur to me that this might be the island, after seeing the technology and everything, that this might be the island he was born at, right? And they kind of took it upon themselves to name the whole island after him, or well, not after him, but it's the main tourist attraction. Yo, the genius was here, right? He came from here, just like Tesla in our world, or Einstein, right? So that's very interesting. But I'm telling you, Kuma definitely had a hand to play in this. Like, Frankie just so happened to fall here where technology is crazy, where the genius was at, right? And he's our pretty much everything, technician, shipwright, everything we need, Frankie supplies, right? And then Nami fell to the weatherman, a scientist, and she's on Sky Island right now. That's crazy. That is actually crazy, right? And then Luffy's with Boa traveling to try and save Ace. I hope next episode they show me every other crew member, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm very curious to see where each of them landed, because if my theory is correct, Kuma targeted places that would improve or had the possibility to improve the crew, which would imply that if they meet up in the future, everybody's gonna be upgraded and better and stronger, and we need that. We need a training arc, and this might be the perfect opportunity. Well, I guess except Luffy, because he's going head first into prison to try and right, he's not gonna have time to train. But everybody else, if they improved, we might get a bit stronger for the right new world, because we haven't even made it to the real world and we got decimated. We kind of asked for it by punching the Celestial Dragon, but still, right? That being said, I ain't gonna prolong this that much. I really enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the reaction, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, love you, enjoy, and bye.